Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard another Charlie 31 departure. We're getting the old aircraft fired up here in Buffalo, New York. Getting ready to go for a flight up to Montreal, Mirabel, and then we're going to head on over to Boston. Kind of a cruddy, soggy weather up here in the Northeast. So, Maximus, how are you today? Thanks for dropping by, man. I appreciate you hitting that thumbs up, saying hi. As always, hope you are doing well, my friend. So, we are in the process of getting our airplane set up. We already have our flight plan in. So remember, we're just flying the 2D. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get GSX up and running for us. Oh, we just need to close GSX. Now we come over here. Let's go to our EFB. Get our flight plan loaded in. There we go. Tyler, how are you, pal? And then reload the sim brief. We should have that one up and running. So we can go ahead and request boarding. There we go. All right, with that, everything's looking okay. Let's look at the overhead panel. Overhead panel's looking good. We're looking okay here. All the way down through here. We are on ground power. We can come through here. Let's get the emergency lights set since we are there. And we can also get that one on for now. Everything's good through here, and here. Our first flight tonight is only going to take us up to about 17K. Good to hear, Tyler. Thanks for stopping by, man. We're just getting the airplane set up. So, all right. And then looking through here, everything's looking all right up here. We are looking okay there. Gear is down. Flaps are up. Speed brake is up, and yeah, everything else is looking all right. We do already have our ACARS via VATSIM, so here we go. We're going to go ahead and get FMC started. So air cycle came out today. We're looking okay there. We can go to position initialization. We are at KBUF. That can go right there. Let's go to the next page, grab our GPS coordinate, bring that back over here, drop in the set IRS position, dual FMC has been restored, we're good. All right, on to our route. We're going to drop KBUF up there, and we are going to, Charlie Yankee. My mouse is giving me fits today. Mike X-ray. Put that in there. Let's go ahead and request our flight plan. That's the one. Set payload, set fuel, select our route, and we are okay. It's going to make that request. It should download, and we will be good to go. So we'll get a little tone for that. FMC message right there. We can go back down there. Let's load that. And I just need to go out to the charts. Let's look at our OFP. Okay, Tyler, what's your question, man? All right, our flight is going to take us from, we're just going to take off runway 23 direct to Gee, and then Victor 84, Syracuse, ART, Kurds, Davda, we're all right. So we're just going to do a runway heading, runway 23, so once we get there, we'll look at that, and we are okay. So our arrival into Mirabel will be runway 29er or runway 24. Let's take a look at the airport. Runway 29er or runway 24. That might get a little dicey. Let's cancel that. Let's look at our weather there. Weather for Mirabel is 000 at 0 knots, 3 statute miles, light rain, baby rain, and broken to 300 feet, overcast to 1,000. Temperature 09, dew point 09, altimeter 2970, remarks, visibility variable 2 to 4, ceiling variable 2. This might be a lot of fun. All right, we're looking good. So expect some low visibility, and wind is calm. I think since we are coming in from the south, let's plan on runway 24. Which one looks better? So land runway 24. 129. I think 29 actually might have a. Well, they both. Good googly moogly. Just because somebody thinks you need to go to a trade school doesn't mean you have to go to a trade school. You can still have your, you can still get your degree. I think a degree is a better choice. That's simply me. We're not going to do the Buffalo, so we're going to go ahead and cancel that departure. Right, let's see, runway 23. Buffalo departure. Select. Runway 23, Buffalo departure. Let's just plan that. Let's add that to the route. Buffalo departure. Runway 23, then direct to. Alright. We have to call them for taxi anyhow, so we'll just do runway headings. And then we're landing in Mirabel. Winds are, let's see if there's any ATIS there. Arrival 2429, so we are coming in there. I will plan for runway 24. Runway 24. All right, go ahead and hit me up with that DM. I'll take a look at it. Let's see, VATSIM. Yeah, say intentions is just advertising 2429. 50-50 right there. We'll see what they say. All right, so I'm going to set up for runway 29. Give us a little more. Let's set up for runway 24. I'm going to switch to runway 24. Change to runway 24, and we will select the ILS runway 24 from Inara. And there we have it. Or, no, I want ILS runway 29. So let's switch the runway again. That's my bad, folks. Change to, okay. And then approaches, we're going to set the ILS runway. Oh, they only have the RNAV for runway 29 from final. There we go. All right. ILS, or RNAV runway 29er. So we're set. We're good. That is our flight plan. So we're going to go ahead and get our departure. We're going to depart on, great. We're going to depart on runway 23. And we're going to do the Buffalo 8 just to have it in there. Our arrival is going to be RNAV runway 29er. Oh, I am actually switching it back. ILS runway 24 from Inari. And let me make that change over here because there's really cruddy weather out there. So we're going to do RNAV 24 or ILS runway 24 from Inari. Just because of the amount, the possible visibility. ILS is going to give us a little better. We are set. All right, that's what we're doing. All right, so we are doing the ILS from Inari, and we can go ahead and go to our route. That's looking good. We are looking okay there, there. Inari, drop that there, and we are set. So let's go ahead and activate and execute that onto our perf init. Zero fuel weight's coming over. And let's see what the old airplane is doing as far as GSX goes. Requesting boarding. And give me about 1 minute. I'm going to go over and check on the old, the rest of the Thursday night flight crew in Discord. Tony, what the heck are you doing? Oh, nice. How far till departure are you? Oh, okay. I got a couple more minutes of programming and I'll be right back with you. All right, so here we go. We're getting the aircraft set up. Let's go over here. Let's look at our OFP, and we are going to go to our 0 fuel 8331 and our 36. So we're doing all right. So back down here, 3.6. Drop that there, and then let's see, what's our cost index of 70, 170, and our cruise wind is 251 at 40. There we go. So we can go ahead and execute that onto our N1 limits. And here we go. Let's go here. 2, 3. There we go. We can go ahead and calculate that. We're takeoff 2 with the temperature of 30. Onto our takeoff, flaps 5. Flaps 5. And 5.42, 5.42, 41, 42, 47. 42, 42, 47, we're looking good there. So, perfect. All right, trim 5.2. 5.42, that's my bad. So, we'll go look in here. And there we go, 5.5. There we go. Mac, how are you? Perfect, Mac. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for giving me the thumbs up and all the support. Thank you, sir. We're just getting set up, so here we go. I did. Give me a second, Tyler. Will do. I'm gonna. Yeah, give me just a second. All right, so we need to go over here. We're gonna go ahead and GSX settings. We're gonna hyperspeed these people on board. Boarding density, insane. Apply. Okay. All right, we're gonna get everybody loaded up, and there we go. On the overhead panel, we're going to go ahead and get everything set through here. We're good there. We're going to go ahead and get you guys all on APU fired off. And we're okay there. Once we get on APU power, we'll go ahead and get this set. So we're going 17,000. And you're going up to a whopping 17,000 feet. Copy. And 271. 250 will work good there, so. Copy that. That may be brand sim pilot, maybe, perhaps. Just get my APU fired off, so. How was your day? Good. So far, so good. All right. Getting everybody slammed into this airplane, so we're almost there. As always, let me double check. I think she might be at 20,000. She is at 18,000, so she's got 2,000 steps to go before the end of the day. Easy peasy. All right, with that, we're going to go to the overhead. Copy, and Cleveland Center is who we're talking to. On 1198, I think. Like I said, 19875. And just call for taxi, not push. All right, there we go. Back over to the overhead, and we're going through here. We're looking good there. I do not recall if we have anything in center tanks. We do not. A-firm. And I've got the Buffalo 8 programmed in, but that is obvious. I'll plan runway heading. Yep. All right, overhead looks like it is good to go. We're
1440 from the main base to be southeast, expression southwest.
Let me make sure that you guys are catching. There we go. That vPilot is coming through. We're doing pretty good. All right, overhead's looking good. We're looking okay there, and all right, baggage load.
United 777. It's a pretty rough ride here at 340. Any chance for flight level 360? United 777, climbing tank level 360. Level 360, United 777.
You had to choose this one tonight, Tony. Did you see all the weather out there? Tony, have you seen all the weather out there?
Frontier flight 3091.
Okay, Tyler. so here's the deal. The stream is probably not the place for you to be asking these type of questions. So we just need to calm down about that here. I know you're excited about it, and I'll hit you up at DM. But for right now, the stream is not where you want to be asking those questions. We can chat about it in DM, or we can chat about it on Discord, but don't be blasting it through the internet, through the chat in the stream. So we'll talk about it later. If you want to talk about stuff about flight simming or any of the other fun stuff, we can do that. But for now, we're just going to worry about flying the airplane. We're here to have a good old time. I'll support you in what you do. I think if you put your mind to it and you do some learning, you can do whatever it is you want to do. So saying that, we're just going to worry about the stream tonight. I understand your patience level is very low for right now. You're excited, you're enthusiastic about doing stuff. But for right now, we're just going to do some streaming, okay? All right, so give me just a second here, Tony. All right, with that, we're going to do a nose left, tail right, and we're all set. So we are going up to 10,000. Runway heading is
Canada 23 cross 30 miles west of the Syracuse VR at 11,000. The Rochester altimeter 2980.
And our runway 23 heading, and that's all available right here.
Mike
sorry.
Anybody hear me?
234.
555.
234.
All right.
All right. 234.
Number 44 Alpha Romeo, the space to the southwest. Indy's off line radio service towed
We're good there. And 147. We're going to go ahead and get our LNAV, VNAV, and we will do heading select actually.
Okay, 1 Cleveland Center, climb maintain level 400.
There we go, and course 234.
Cleveland Center, Bison 191. We're at gate 4 with hotel, request push start.
.234 all set there.
Bison 191, Cleveland Center, push back on them to your discretion, call the taxi.
There we go. All right, we are...
Push back on our discretion, call for taxi, Bison 191.
And let me run over there real fast. And
25 USC Bravo, Cleveland Center.
there we go. All right. Yeah, Tony, that's that's Brandon Sim Pilot over there.
Negative. I call for number 850 Sierra Bravo.
All right, get our anti-collision light on. There we go.
Hello, Cleveland Center,
November
5 for Juliet Papa with you at flight level 10,500 up to 230.
Number 54 Juliet Papa, Cleveland Center, climate team flight with 290, welcome.
Up to 290, thank you, November 54 Juliet Papa.
Cleveland Center, Frontier Flight 3091, we're on the go, 3,000, flying via Public Smith.
Frontier Flight 3091, roger that, climb maintain flight level 4,000, turn right heading 360.
4,000, right 360, Frontier Flight 3091.
Cleveland Center, good evening. Cessna Citation November 6, 112,
with Indigo, ready for taxi.
India.
Okay, that was 2 at once. I think I had a Bison in there, Bison 26.
Bison 26, go.
Bison 26, runway 23, taxi by Alpha, cross runway 32.
Taxi 23 by Alpha, cross runway 32, Bison 26.
Cleveland Center, good evening. Cessna Citation November 6, 112, flight level 220.
Station 6112, Cleveland Center, welcome. Radar contact. You can descend via the Top Gun 2 arrival to Metro altimeter 2984.
Descend via Top Gun 2 arrival 2984, citation 112.
Yeah, you'll have to walk me through that. I was gonna get in and muck around with it, but...
At Cargo, here at approach, one left, Delta element 32.
Frontier Flight 3091, turn
Yeah,
right.
you're gonna have to walk me through that. I was a little nervous, so I just want to make sure I was doing the right thing.
Clear of the receive of saying I was looking for right, Frontier Flight 3091.
Number 850 Sierra Bravo, Cleveland Center.
November 850 Sierra Bravo 77.
Yep, that's me. How you doing? I got everyone to your arrival. Positive copy.
Ready to copy November 850 Sierra Bravo.
Number 850 Sierra Bravo, include the joint airport via direct Wozy. Join the Verco Star.
Here to Toronto Airport, Woozy, join the Verco Star.
850 Sierra Bravo, read back, correct.
Captain Jack, how are you? Copy, we'll see you there. And with that, we can get rid of that. Tony, are you taxiing around me yet? Alright, there's Captain Russell over there. Bison 2-6 on the way out, and there we go. Looks like we have all our switches set. We're good to go over there.
MS5, Whiskey, Romeo, climate change level 310.
Climate change 310, MS5 is on.
Delta 445, contact Toronto Center 125.77.
Toronto Center 125.77, Delta 445.
Cleveland Center Shadows 3-1 on the ground in Buffalo, ready taxi information India.
Shadow 231, Cleveland Center, runway 23, taxi by Alpha, cross runway 32.
23 Alpha cross 32, Shadow 3-1.
Southwest 2705, the airspace to the east, New York South,
there we go.
Service terminated, fixed good day.
Unit number 2.8, Southwest 705 today.
American 302, the airspace to the southwest, Eddie's off, line with the service terminated, fixed good day.
I see that. We'll go to the call from American 302. Good day.
MS5, Whiskey, Romeo, contact Toronto Center 125.77.
125.775, MS5 is going to be taken.
That's 1122 at Nugent, correction, at Nesby, contact Metro Tower 135.00.
Nesby, contact Tower 135 at Montreal, Delta element 22.
125.3091, center maintain 3000.
3000, Frontier Flight 3091.
Cleveland Center, LOA again, Quebec Air 31 Lima, passing 12,500.
Quebec Air 31 Lima, Cleveland Center, welcome.
And Quebec Air 31 Lima, we would like to amend the altitude for flight level 280.
Quebec Air 31 Lima, contact level 280.
Flight level 280, Quebec Air 31 Lima.
Alright, here we go, folks.
Cleveland Center, Bison 191 on the ground, Buffalo, West Taxi.
Bison 191, Cleveland Center, runway 23, taxi by Alpha, cross runway 32.
Runway 2.
Bison 191, runway 23, taxi by Alpha, cross runway 32.
Taxi, runway Alpha, cross runway 32, Iceland 191.
MS 671 Cleveland Center, welcome. Weather contact.
Cleveland Center, good evening. United 375 Heavy, let's see a flight level
Good.
350.
There we go.
United 375 Heavy, Cleveland Center, you're going the wrong way.
Everybody's together.
Thanks, Matt. Appreciate it.
No worries. Welcome in.
It's nice that they're doing DTW events. They used to be pretty rare, but I've noticed recently you guys are doing more now, which is pretty cool.
Yep, we're trying to every other Monday.
Yeah, I like that. It's pretty cool.
Flight 39-1, you are 10 miles from Shirk, turn right heading 210, maintain 3,000 to establish, clear push runway 24 right.
Right, 210, 3,000 to establish your ILS, 24 right, fly 3091.
Alright, we're crossing into the ILS protected area.
Fly, runway heading, runway 23, cleared for takeoff.
Runway heading, runway 23, clear for takeoff, Bison 26.
It is nice to see two Bravo 73s in there, though. They are puppy dogs.
Quebec Air 31 Lima, you can sit direct lock to. Direct lock to Quebec Air 31 Lima.
There you go.
Leaving an 8, American 2260, 22.2, climbing flight level 27.
American 2060, Cleveland Center, flight level 350.
Becoming 350 for
Shadow 31, runway 23, line up and wait.
Runway 23, line up and wait, Shadow 31. Here we go, folks.
Bison 26, radar contact, SC pass.
2,000 for 10,000, Bison 26.
Bison 26, climb, maintain 1717, and you're clear to direct channel sail.
Up to 17,000, direct channel sail, Bison 26.
72 Mike Echo, cross 30 miles west of Kilo Hotel Golf Romeo at 11,000. The Johnstown altimeter 2986.
Oh, sorry, please repeat 52 Mike Echo.
72 Mike Echo, across 30 miles west of the Kilo Hotel Golf Romeo Airport at 11,000. The Johnstown altimeter 2986.
Roger, 30 miles west of the destination airport at 11,000, altimeter 29866.
Alright, here we go.
center exit at 242, 3,500 on the Zetter 4 departure out of Detroit.
Okay, 242, Cleveland Center radar contact, climbing team level 450, delete the speed restrictions.
At the 450, speed restriction deleted, exit jet 246.
Bravo.
Nice.
As per discretion, descend and maintain 17,000 to the Buffalo altimeter 2980.
Nice.
On pilots, discretion, descend, maintain 17,000, Buffalo altimeter 29870, November 850 Sierra Bravo.
Bravo, correction, descend and maintain 14,000, please.
14,000, November 850 Sierra Bravo.
Cleveland, Jazz 786 is 20.3, climb 270.
Jazz 786, Cleveland Center, climb team level 310, welcome.
310, thanks. Strat 76.
Freedom Center, with my select passing section 220, climbing section 270.
So this is from Mike from back, please to the climbing over 2801.
Second 220,
Question flight 3091, runway 24 right to the land, wind to Cleveland, 25 and 7.
24 right to the land, question flight 3091.
Number 17, Mike Echo, contact Washington Center 133.72. 133.72, thank you, bye-bye. Delta 2230, the airspace to the east. New York was offline with the service terminated. Frequency change approved. Good day.
Frequency change approved. Delta 2230.
Just wait. They're probably just giving us space between me and Tony. You'll probably go through something the same, Brandon. And I also heard somebody else was coming into Buffalo, sounded like a private jet, maybe coming in on the crossing runway. Rachel, how are you? Thanks for getting that thumbs up. I appreciate you stopping by.
Delta 5851, Cleveland Center. Welcome, radar contact.
And Cleveland Center, Shadow 31, in position.
That's the Buffalo area altimeter 2981.
2981 and descend and maintain 17,000 feet, Quebec Air 21 Lima.
Number 850, Sierra Bravo, contact Toronto Center 125.77.
Toronto Center on 125.77, November 860, Sierra Bravo.
Center United 1365, have flight level 17,000.
1365 Cleveland Center, welcome, radar contact. Descend via the roll into arrival, Cleveland heading south. The Cleveland altimeter 2982.
Brandon, how was your day?
7 other wrong to arrival on the Cleveland. United 1365.
Yay. And Center Shadow 31 in position.
Shadow 31, apologies. Runway 23, clear for takeoff, flight room heading.
Runway heading 23, clear for takeoff, Shadow 31. There we go.
Roger 191, runway 23, left and wait. Advise 191, runway 23, left and wait. The 5 Julia Papa, airspace to the east, Boston, offline with the
I don't know that you're transmitting.
Thanks for the ATC there, Cleveland, and we'll get you some other time. November 54 Julia Papa over to Utica. Quebec 31 Lima, contact Toronto Center 125.77.
Over Toronto Center 2577, Quebec Air 31 Lima, thank you for the ATC, bye-bye.
Delta 1754, descend and maintain flight with 310.
This is 310, 310, 1754.
Hello, Center, Janet 216, flight level 320, approaching dawn.
Janet 216, Cleveland Center, radar contact, welcome.
Sorry, good evening, Jet 788, department out of flight level 220 before flight level 270.
Jet 788, Cleveland Center, welcome. Number 6112, information, Yankees contact Quincy Island 21 left approach.
Quebec Island 21 left approach, 6112.
contact 1, weather service terminated, frequency crew, good day. United 5065 contact, Cleveland approach 124.0, good day.
Montreal, United 5065, next station.
And French flight 3091, you want to put for that?
Frontier flight 21, contact Cleveland approach 124.0, thank you.
24-0, we'll stay at 39.
Shadow 31, radar contact, Shadow pass.
Shadow 31 climbing through 3300 for 10.
Shadow 31, climbing 1717, down and cleared direct Geneseo.
Direct Geneseo and 17000, Shadow 31.
57191, clear for takeoff, flat runway heading.
Clear for takeoff, fly runway heading, 57191.
There we go, on the way, folks. I heard you that. Yeah, I heard you that time, Braniff. Yeah. Oh yeah, looking good up here, Tony. Are you serious, Clark? Alrighty there.
Center Jet 788.
I don't even 17K. I don't even get to switch my altimeter. It's a load of crap.
Shed 78, good.
Can we get 310 or is that 270 going to be our final?
Try 4 arrival, Cleveland altimeter 2982.
And what runway did you select to land in Montreal?
Cleveland Center, send via the Tri 4 arrival, Cleveland altimeter 2982.
Cleveland Center Jet 788.
Copy.
Jet 788, Cleveland.
Expect the
Can we get
29
310
or
270 going to be our final?
24. Yeah.
Jet 788, climb maintain level 310.
I'm the same level 310, Jet 788, thank you.
Delta 754 contact, Toronto Center 125.77.
125.77, Delta 1754, good night.
Cover 8500 Bravo contact, Toronto Center 125.77.
You what?
Cleveland Center, 57191, crew 4,900 for 10.
Then, well, so.
191 Cleveland Center, climb and maintain,
Oh,
level 270.
now they've all gone off.
090.
Cleveland, this is AirPod.
Could you repeat, please? 57191.
191, turn left heading 090, vector for the climb, maintain, level 270.
070.
Turn 090, clear for 27, flight level 270, 57191.
Cleveland Center, AirPod 2, flight level 230.
Everybody just dropped off.
112.
So as soon as we're out of,
2 in left, sir.
as soon as we're out of Cleveland, we're on our own.
1 left, 612.
6112, turn left heading 260 on step runway 2 in left, low flight.
Flight 260, finish up local under 612.
Exec jet 42 contact, Toronto Center 125.77. Oh, Toronto 125.77, exec jet 242, thanks. United 670, correction, Emirates 671 contact, Toronto Center 125.77. United 375, contact Trump Center 125.77.
2577 to you. AirPod 2.
AirPod 2, Cleveland Center, climb maintain flight level 370.
Climb maintain flight level 370, AirPod 2.
Yeah, I put mine back about 2 hours, so I'm not all dark.
Janet 216, Cleveland, you up?
Yes, sir. Flight level 32.
Janet 216, cross Wozy at maintain 17,000, Buffalo altimeter 2981.
Cross Wozy, 17,000, Janet 216.
Air Canada 1231 with you, climbing through flight level 185 to flight level 230, inbound to Captain. Canada, Air Canada 1231, Cleveland Center, climb maintain flight level 330. Climb maintain flight level 330, Air Canada 1231.
So, Tony, to talk, I looked at, if you look at the weather for Mirabel,
Air Canada 7112, Cleveland Center, climb maintain
it
flight level
looks,
370.
so, the ATIS had, you look at like say intentions ATIS, they're advertising the 2429. Can you hear me, Tony? Okay, sorry. I can never remember if I...
6 flight, the Austin is offline, radar services terminated for exchange approved.
Over Unicom, thanks for being here. We'll see you at 526.
Number 611 to the Metro Airport is entry 12 o'clock, 20 miles from site.
Copy. So if you go to the, if you're, are you in,
Button 611 2, you can maintain 3000.
Maintain 3000, 612.
so if you open up Navigraph charts and you go look at Mirabel and you look at the ATIS for the, do you have the say intentions tab? So if you go to, if you click on airports, and then you click on the chart icon for CMMX, now you have info, charts, procedures, weather, networks. Click on weather, and then click on ATIS, and you should have say intentions there, correct? So then it says arrival runway 24 or 29, but if you look at the weather, rain, mist, broken at 300 feet, broken at 6,500 feet, and then the temperature and dew point are the same. So that means we could expect fog. So that let me select ILS for runway 24 from Enara, E-N-A-R-A. Perfect.
So you're able, what's your fastest?
Just under 0.7.
Let me double check on my aircraft.
Maintain,
so on my legs, I have, let's see, so Midig, Enara, Odgus, Dergo, runway 24.
To Washington.
Alright, Mach 17, 788.
Did you get all that, Brandon?
124.0.
Cleveland Center, citation of over 612 airport inside.
6112, thanks. Clear visual approach 22 miles.
Clear bridge 21 left. 600.
Cleveland Center, very 612 heavy, requesting time to set up.
Copy. I just set up for the ILS rather than an RNAV.
Who's requesting climb?
Emirates 612.
Correct.
Emirates 612. And what altitude, sir? I'm sorry.
Flight level 310.
Emirates 612, climb
Okay.
level 310.
About 310. Emirates 612.
Julia, how are you tonight? Thanks for stopping by and giving me a thumbs up. Hope we can keep you entertained. We're on our way up to
712, cleared direct
Montreal.
Air Canada 7112, cleared direct contest. Number 6112.
And I tell you, this cloud surfing is awesome. Real nice Clark.
7, maintain level 320.
Nice.
Cleveland Center, Delta 1313, entering your airspace from the southeast.
Bill 1313, Cleveland Center, your radar contact. 50 miles, west flag city altitude, and base level 200 lost.
Cleveland Center, hello, Delta 241 with you at possible 320.
Cleveland Center, good evening, sorry, American 774, 1904230.
American 774, Cleveland Center, climb maintain level 350, clear direct contest.
Clear, sorry, climb to 5 level 350, what's the rest, sir?
Clear direct
Oh, so
contest.
you name everything but 2020, but you add it with 2020.
Bell 241, Cleveland Center, cross Oziat, maintain 17,000, the Buffalo altimeter, correction, the Buffalo altimeter 2981.
So I'll end up having like double the amount of PMDG files, with half of them having 2020 at the end. Okay, that's because I was like
31, the Boston Center offline radar services terminated, changing group.
Boston Center offline. I'll switch to 2.8. Appreciate you being here, Shadow 31.
American 2260.
Why'd you do that?
New York offline radar services terminated, frequency changing group.
What in the beans are you doing, little thing? Lay down.
Air Canada 1231, she needs to step away for 10 minutes. Canada 1231, I'll do you one better. You can monitor Unicom 122.8. Have a good one. Over to the dark side, Air Canada 1231, thank you.
Alright, I am on Unicom, so it's nice and quiet. Okay, that makes a lot more sense, because I was like, why am I changing it over? Because isn't this my actual airplane files? Aren't these like the actual PMDG files? But now I get what you're saying. Copy that. What'd you do? Reconnect. Close and restart vPilot. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, mine. So I'm flying a custom livery, Jimmy. Yep, and that's why I show up as white. Now, you and Tony, well, Tony's actually flying a custom livery, but you're flying the World Flight livery that Tony designed that we actually got approved into FSLTL. And that's why you saw the Bravo 737 red, white, blue with the puppy dogs on it. Patriot Paws. Are you back on vPilot, bro? There you go. Alright, so... Whoa. What is up, passive aggressive? How did I get rid of that? That is, you turn down volume of something. Yep, and you turn off the screen reader. Are you in the settings yet, or are you? Let me see. So are you in escape settings? And it is in, is it accessibility? Effects and animation. Maybe it's assistances. Yeah. And then AI radio communications in assistances. Turn it off. All the way towards the bottom. Oh, and volume, and then volume levels in sound in the general. Set character voices to 0. Teresa, welcome. We're just running through some stuff, so just getting some things set up. Back at it. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for the thumbs up. I appreciate you dropping by. Hope you're having a great night. There you go. Because it'll make you crazy. So is the house livery available? Did you send that over? Bro. All right. Copy. And you can descend down to 3,000 feet for intercept altitude. How you doing back there, Brandon? Excuse me. Copy. Sorry about that, folks. Bit of hiccups, and I got a bit of the hiccups again. Much better. No, it's North America. And the CTAF is 119.1. You're close. It's 119er decimal 1. Don't make me squirt my Coke on you. Oh, nice. That you are so gonna get hacked. And you doing all right? Yeah. That's why you're the doctor. You went to extra school. He will. Oh no, he was going to Cheyenne Mountain. Yeah. He was so chaffed with having that shirt. Good job. Yep, yep. Yep. You watching my stream, bro? I did. You didn't see me wave back? There's like a 30-second delay. Brandon's being awful quiet back there. There you go. I was kind of looking forward to some Boston controllers. Yep. I saw that. I was like, oh, good. They'll have a lot of people on tonight. let's see, it is 10 o'clock there. Yeah, probably done for the night. Copy. I am 71. I'm just sitting back in the cabin watching the trailing edge. Now, Braniff, do you ever stream? Copy. If you haven't surmised, I generally always stream. I don't, unless I'm flying with Jack. Jack's okay with throwing the Discord audio in my stream, but I generally don't throw the Discord audio on my stream. So yep, pretty much. Yeah. Yeah, that way I don't feel like a fool. Copy. And Brand, if I can't necessarily speak on the honeycomb things, but that sounds like it could be an issue. Anytime you start getting into drivers, it's so much pain. go. Man, I got some good clouds going by these windows. Okay. Why do you run that over the default? Yep. Yeah. That was Captain Jack and I, excuse me for a second. Captain Jack and I, we did a podcast with EJ and also had CST there, and we all talked about how as you go from one area to the next weather area, like just automatic, all of a sudden just blanks out clouds, or all of a sudden you got 1,000 clouds around you. And so Active Sky is good at managing that or making it more palatable. Yeah. Yep. Yep. When the weather updates at like 53 after the hour. Yep. How's your descent coming along? There you go. Yep. Yeah, I'll have to take a look because I think we both used to have Active Sky and used to run it. I think we both also bought into like the Atmos. Nope. Perfect. Love it when a plan comes together. Perfect. Thank you. Soupy soupy. I'm on the way down. Not yet. Nope. Montreal Mirabel traffic, Shadow 31 descending for the ILS runway 24 Mirabel. Did you hear that? Copy? Are you talking on 119.1? Perfect. Are you watching my stream? What? No way. All right, here we go, folks. We're on our way down into Mirabel. We're going to be north of Montreal's Trudeau Airport. And yeah, we'll get in there. Promises to have some good weather, some cloudy weather. So but yeah, here we go. We're on our way down.
Mirabel traffic, Bison 26 turning base for ILS runway 24 Mirabel.
Ideal. can't see nothing, Tony. Perfect. Mirabel traffic, Shadow 31 on the downwind, beam the airport, ILS runway 24, Mirabel. Copy. Thank you. Beautiful.
Mirabel traffic, Boston 191, descending through 5,000 feet, runway 29, Mirabel.
Well done. Well done. Thank you.
Mirabel traffic, Bison 26, clear, active at Bravo for Mirabel.
Mirabel traffic, Shadow 31, turning left base, runway 24, Mirabel. Copy. He is. I'll let you know if I go around. Mirabel traffic, Shadow 31 joining the ILS runway 24 Mirabel. I see you over there.
Mirabel traffic, Bison 191, 10-mile final, runway 29, Mirabel.
Clear to lane. I got the runway. .333. Not super excited.
Mirabel traffic, Bison 191, clear runway 29.
Mirabel traffic, Shadow 31, clear runway 24, taxi to the gate. 9 o'clock your time. 9:30 or 8:30. What do you think, Brandon? 10 till? 10, 15 till? Give us 15 minutes? Till. Back in the sim and getting things programmed for departure. Copy? 10 till. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to beautiful Montreal. We're taxiing to the gate. Got Brandon back there. He might have tucked in. We're going to go park over here next to Tony at the helicopter pads. But not awesome. I got to work on my my depth perception. I'm gonna park right under the Airbus hangar. All right, there we go, folks. We are parked here in front of the Airbus hangar at Mirabel. Not a lot going on here. We'll get those lights turned off so we don't blind all the rampies. There we go. And we will be back shortly for leg 2 from Mirabel down to Boston. Give me just a minute, folks. Thanks for being here. We'll be right back. I am back. Jack, how are you? We are at CYMX. It's Montreal, north of Montreal, Trudeau. I think we are all just trickling back in. Butts in seats at 10 to the hour. Correct, and there's no air traffic control on, so. Well, thanks for joining. Copy that. Antonio out departing runway 24 on the CYMX 9 departure, which is the same as the Buffalo 8. Copy. Simbrief gave me 370. Yep. He is. He was. Let's see. He's still showing in Discord. He's probably just taking a quick pause as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back and good evening. We are getting the aircraft set up for a flight down to Boston. So we're all get back in seats. So I'm going to go ahead and pop over to the aircraft and we'll start seeing what GSX can do for us. So first things first, let's get the AFIRM. Get the new flight plan in there. There we go, down into Boston. No worries. And there you go. AFIRM, I'm doing the ILS 4 right from from Goshi. And I'll have to make a custom waypoint so we can walk through that if you want. ILS runway 04 right. You should have an ILS for runway 04 right. Scroll down. There you go. Oh no. I'm coming in the Ocean 5 arrival. ENE transition. All right, folks, so let's get the aircraft set up. We're going to go ahead and come into the FMC. And we will go to our route page, and we are CYMX. Drop that in there. Let's request our flight plan, Boston, set payload, set fuel, select the route. And now we can go back into GSX, and we can go ahead and request our boarding. There we go. So let's go ahead and load that one in there. And once that is done, we'll get our departure and our arrival in there. Correct. All right, our departure is on runway 24 on the CYMX 9. Go to our arrival. We're going to land on Ocean 5, ENE, ILS runway 4 right, affirm. And there we go. We have our route set up. So let's go back to our route page. I'm set up for 24. So there we go. Legs page. 240 on the heading. We're good to go there. Next page. And then we can go ahead and just go like this. You got my livery, bro? Excellent. All right, so we are I will let Tony explain. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and activate and execute that. And back to our route page, perf init, and our zero fuel weight's going to come over. Our reserves today. We're going to do 3.6 again. .248 at 6.1. I think I'm good. So takeoff 2, temperature 42. I think we are good there. Copy. How you doing, Jimmy? Copy. Same here. Are you ready yet, Jack? All right, folks, with that, we are pretty much set up. We're just going to take a look, see how GSX is doing getting us loaded. Deboarding. We're going to go ahead and just reset. Copy. I thought you said you were ready, Jack. Got a great screenshot. No, 19.1. How do you like that screenshot, bro? Wow. TNFC. Well, if you absolutely must do something, fly somewhere, you do it in a Boeing, not an Airbus. Quick. What? No, I'm parked in front of the Airbus hangar. Possible, I think so. Yep. Ocean arrival, ENE. ILS 4 right from G something. Take off on runway 24. Correct. Six is not used. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just doing the CYMX departure and then Oboxo. How you doing, Jimmy? Okay. No, no worries.
Mirabel traffic, let's see, we are Air Canada 416 ready for push and start at gate 23.
You did. All right, here we go. India. India. Yep.
Mirabel traffic, Boston 191, taxi via Bravo, runway 24, Mirabel traffic.
That'll be perfect. You can get a stop and get some glasses.
Mirabel traffic, Air Canada 416, ready for taxi via Foxtrot to India to Papa to Bravo to runway 24. Air Canada 416, Mirabel.
Copy. How you doing, Tony? All right, folks, here we go. I'm right here. Do you not see me? Mirabel traffic, Shadow 31, home short, taxiway Bravo, Mirabel. Yep. A-firm. I'm No, you're good. You keep going. I will be the tail end. It's just cool watching all the airplanes taxi by. I did not see him land yet. Yep. Awesome. Nope, go for it, Jack. I'm watching you taxi by. I'm watching you taxi by. Yep. Mirabel, traffic, Shadow 31, continuing taxi Bravo, runway 24, Mirabel. Copy.
Mirabel traffic, class 191, departing runway 24, departing to the southeast and southwest. Mirabel.
I don't know if there's a Bison Airbus livery, Jack. In it. Man, that is such a weird technical glitch.
Mirabel traffic, Air Canada 416, we're holding short, runway 24, waiting for traffic.
Jack, if you look behind you, you'll probably see another one of those cool Bravo liveries.
Mirabel traffic, Bison 26 departing on runway 24 on the Mirabel 9, departure southwest, Mirabel.
Mirabel traffic, Bison 191 through 5,800, directional Voxo, Mirabel traffic.
No worries.
Runway 24.
Now I'm back to just plain white, Jack. The call sign in vPilot is what tells you what to see. Mirabel traffic, Shadow 31, hold short, runway 24, Mirabel.
Mirabel traffic, Bison 1600 for 10, make the left hand turn direct to the box. Mirabel. Mirabel traffic, Bison 26 crossing 3000 for 10. Last call, Mirabel.
Mirabel traffic, eventually Air Canada 416 ready for takeoff, runway 24, departing to the southeast. Mirabel traffic, Air Canada 416.
There you go. On my own. Mirabel traffic, Shadow 31 lining up, runway 24, Mirabel.
Mirabel traffic, Air Canada 416, 3700 for flight level 330, making a left turn direct to Voxo. Air Canada 416, Mirabel.
Mirabel traffic, Shadow 31, departing runway 24, Mirabel.
Traffic, Air Canada 416 to 9,600 feet for flight level 330, last call Mirabel, over to 22.8, Air Canada 416.
Flight 191, over 122.18.
Perfect. Love it. You're still here? I sent it to you, Jack. That might have been in the texts. Oh, no worries. Let me see if I sent it to you via cell phone text. Stand by. Yeah, it's still there. Let's see. Stand by, Jack. I'll send it to you at Discord so you can have it on your computer. Here it comes. I will send you, I'll send it to you in direct message. There you go. Copy. Oh. So, are you ready to do that custom waypoint, Tony? Give me 2 seconds. All right, so. Yep. So in your FMC, scroll until you see Goshi, G-O-S-H-I. Click on that so it's in the scratch pad. And then type in 125/6. And then click on Goshi again, and it should put it in above Goshi, so then you can get rid of that disconnect. And you can also move GOS 01 to vector. And then execute. Yep, Joby, Ghost 01, Goshi, Winnie, yes, correct. Dude, what's mine say? Well, I mean, you could, but this helps you maintain automation. So what you've done is you've built a waypoint 90 degrees off from Goshi. Yeah, Goshi. And that way you're not at an acute angle turning into the final approach. You kind of square out your base leg without just flying on vectors. Yep. 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 And that's 100% doable. This just helps. So they expect to have air traffic controllers on at Boston, and so that approach, that arrival, and then the actual approach, you would have been given those vectors anyhow, or whatever's close. But since there's no controllers on in VATSIM right now, I just do that to try and help keep some of the automation, so you're kind of like you're flying normal. But yeah, that's all I do. Yep. And so, yes. Yep. No, and that's part of the fun is if there are controllers and all the other fun things, they should get you lower. So they should get you down to like 4,000 since Naboo is 4,000, I think, if I remember right. So then I'm trying to remember how to put, yeah, but so then Jack, you would do it just the way that Braniff is saying is you fly that vector until your right wing is adjacent or beam Goshi, and then you make that right turn. So at Joby, I would hold on to a heading of, what is that vector? Stand by. So at Joby, I would just go ahead and put in a heading of 213. Well, and that's, you'll just have to, in your heading bug thing right there on your mode control panel, just make sure it says 213. Yep. 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 So on your way into Joby, you should have a heading of 213. Perfect. Yep. Oh yeah. You're going to get pink eye if you don't cross it.
American 3827. 5 miles, 5 miles, altitude left.
So that says it's a, is there a D next to it? Delta? Oh, that's a constrained waypoint. So you might have a speed or an altitude you have to be at. There you go. Yeah. Thanks for hopping on.
Yeah, 3827, short final, 50 left, track.
Oh, yeah. And you just recently adjusted your resolution, right? Copy. Yep. I'm just, so I have some older access points, but I have an Xfinity gateway router and I have an older access point. So it's not the fastest. It's not giving me gig. But there you have it. It's just old Stuxnet stuff. I only have Cat 5 between my computer, my router, and my modem because it's 2 gig. Yeah, but I can only run Cat 5 because of the access point here in my lab. So for those of the, well, it's only $100 a month. Yep. Yep. For those of you that are curious, the ILS frequency for runway 4 right is 111.3. CTAP for Boston is 128.8. And your final approach course, 04 right. Or 110.3, sorry. And your final approach course is 035. 28.8. And you got the courses 035. Good catch, Brandon. Another tremendous flight into Boston here, fellows. Good job. How you doing up there, Tony? Oh, I just got dinged. Oh, dumb. They should have a different tone for auto ATC. Oh, yeah. I love flying into Boston. And I'll tell you what, my passengers are sleeping like the dead. Boston. Parked it. Copy. Tone, how you doing? Excellent. Looking good with that Buffalo. Where you at? Tons of room, you're good. You have tons of room. That's Jimmy Settles. You're into water? Probably because there's more than 2,500 foot separation between you. Correct. I don't know. I don't know about that. Oh yeah. Yep. Crickets. Crickets, Tony. It is. Duncan, what the heck are you doing? Ah. He might be landing. No, I'm about 2 hours early. Still a little sunset. There you go. How'd that feel there, Jimmy?
Boston traffic, Bison 26, 6,000 going over the Goshi vector, extending for traffic, Boston, downwind.
And Boston traffic, Air Canada 416 will be following that traffic on about a 15-mile downwind for runway 04 right, Air Canada 416 Boston.
Boston traffic, Bison 26 turning base towards Goshi. Boston traffic, Bison 26 direct to Goshi for the arrival on 04 right, Bison 26. Boston traffic, Air Canada 416 on about a 20-mile downwind. We'll be delaying the turn into Goshi for the traffic already there. Boston traffic, Air Canada 416.
Okay, Boston traffic, Air Canada 416, turning a right base to Goshi for runway 04 right, Air Canada 416, Boston.
Boston traffic, Bison 26 on a 15-mile final, ILS runway 4 right, Boston.
Nice. Realism.
Boston traffic, Air Canada 416, turning about a 20-mile final for the ILS 04 right at Goshi. Boston traffic, Air Canada 416.
Probably turning in right behind you there, Jack. Yep. Approach only when the glide slope indicator is close to the center. Yep.
Boston traffic, Bison 36 going around. You can't see, I can't see.
Copy.
Boston traffic, Air Canada 416, 10-mile final, runway 04 right.
Boston traffic, Shadow 31, turning right base, runway 04 right, Boston.
Boston traffic, 5-mile final, Air Canada 416, runway 04 right. Boston traffic, Air Canada 416, short final, runway 04 right, Boston.
Oh, good. Got some terrible visibility. This is amazing.
Boston traffic 526 on the downwind, heading up 22 banter.
I might be all right.
Boston traffic, Air Canada 416, we are clear, runway 04 right. Yeah, Boston traffic, Air Canada 416, we're clear of 04 right, and turning on to Mike Foxtrot, we'll cross runway, not sure what runway that is. Stand by.
2500.
Okay, Boston traffic, Air Canada 416 on Mike. We'll cross runway 15 right at Mike down to Foxtrot, and then cross runway 22 right at Foxtrot. Air Canada 416 Boston.
I'm ultra high. Fly Tampa is probably the best there is. We'll see. There it is. I got the runway. At the airport. I'm gonna go around.
Too low, gear. Too low, gear.
Boston traffic, Shadow 31 going around. I saw it. Tailwind was just keeping me way too high too long.
Boston traffic, Boston 26, turning onto final runway 4 right, Boston.
Airspeed low.
Copy. Probably on 22.8.
Boston traffic, Bison 26 on a 9-mile final, runway 4 right, Boston.
How you doing, Tone? I see you over there.
Boston traffic, Bison 26 on a short final, 4 right, Bison, Boston.
Anybody got 2.8 up? Going around again.
Yeah, traffic Bison 26, traffic Boston traffic, be advised, Bison 26 on 4 left, we'll call number.
IFR. Correct.
Boston traffic, all traffic, Bison 26 clear active, 4 left. November crossing 15 right in, November for Terminal Charlie, Boston.
Boston traffic, Shadow 31, 10 mile ILS, 1104 right. Yeah. Copy.
Boston traffic, American 598 heavy. Turning base to final runway 4 right to land, Boston traffic.
Boston traffic, Shadow 31, 7 mile final ILS, runway 4 right. How close is this guy behind me?
Traffic on final, we're going to extend our downwind, come in behind you. You on the localizer yet?
And Shadow 31, I am fully established ILS, about 5 mile final. You should be good. I'll get out your way.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Final. Beautiful arrival.
400.
No, it is.
300. Flight slow. Flight slow. Flight slow. Flight slow. Flight slow. Flight slow. Minimums. 100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Awesome traffic, Shadow 31, clear runway 04 right, crossing runway 4 left. I have no idea where I'm at.
And Boston traffic, American 598 Heavy. We are 7 miles final to land runway 4 right, Boston.
Yeah, it's a spicy one there, American.
That sounds like a familiar voice.
Captain Jack, hello.
Okay, Captain Jack, how you doing?
I'm on the ground. I'm doing good.
Boston traffic, Shadow 31, crossing 33 left. Boston.
Yeah, we got our HUD on, so I think we'll be okay. Looks like about a 1 mile.
Yeah, you got it.
And Shadow 31, crossing runway 4 left at Foxtrot to the gate.
And American 598 Heavy, clear the active on Tango for the terminal.
What's that? It was one of the first ones I bought. Good flying, fellas.
Boston traffic, Walker 65 is descending to the Robux 3 arrival for the ILS 4 right, Boston.
I got Gangnam Style going. I got Gangnam Style going for my parking. Oh no, he's so happy he danced. Good flying, fellas. Thanks for joining, Jack. Thanks for coming, Braniff. Absolutely. You betcha. Let me know. See how your day goes. You might have to drive to Poughkeepsie. Oh, that's... Yeah, he's saying that. You don't have a drive day tomorrow. Paperwork. Yeah, hit me up, Jack. Hit me up, Jack. Hi, pal. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for our stream tonight. We are parked up here at the gate. We are just chilling, relaxing. I'm going to go ahead and get that light turned off. There we go. And that's going to do it for there. And I appreciate everybody stopping by. Tyler, appreciate you. Rachel, thanks for being here. Arcade Mac, appreciate you stopping by. Also had Mammy Julia and Teresa Carmen, appreciate you stopping by. That's going to do it for our flight tonight. We'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for being here with us.